हम तो मूल को पकड़ते हैं। सबके पूर्वज सनातनी वैदिक काल हिंदू थे। विदेश में ईसा मसीह जी का ही प्रतिमा है, वैष्णव तिलक लगाई। 10 वर्षों तक ईसा मसीह जी कहाँ रहे? गुप्त इतिहास भारत में। 3 वर्षों तक 10 वर्ष की अवधि में पुरी में उनको प्रशिक्षण जो प्राप्त हुआ, ईसा मसीह जी के नाम पर कुछ और हो रहा है। ईसा मसीह 10 वर्षों तक भारत में रहे अज्ञातवास में, और 3 वर्षों तक 10 वर्षों की अवधि में पुरी में रहे। पुरी के शंकर से संपर्क उनका था और वैष्णव थे।
Friends, we welcome you to this channel, Voice of Reason. This is the Chhattisgarh Christian community speaking to you. We have come with a very special episode, and that is recently, that is yesterday at Raipur, district Raipur, Chhattisgarh, Swami Nishchalanand. He is the 145th seer of the Saraswati Mutt at Puri, and is a very revered figure in Hinduism. He has given a statement that Christ too was a Hindu, and he came to India on exile, and he remained in India for 10 years and trying to study Hinduism. Then he was also stayed in the Seers Mandir, that is the Jagannath Puri Mandir, and these are the two controversial statements which we have made, and we are here to bring out the facts and the special reaction of the Christian community on the Honorable Seer's allegations. We can't call it an allegation, but claims what he has made. So first, his claims are totally of no consequence, and we feel that such claims do not have the necessity to be countered or a counterclaim to be given. Any claim, when it is to be made, it has to be supported with historical evidences or some historical facts, and his claims have got no backing of any historical fact or any other technical claim. Technical support to his claims are available. So we outright reject all his claims and don't find it at all necessary to counter or make our counter claims to his statements. And we feel, our perception is that Honorable Seer has given a politically motivated statement. It has got nothing to do with religion, and the whole intention of this, we allege the whole intention of this claim or his statement is to widen the gap of hatred between two communities in India, which is a very sad development. The misunderstanding is already at a peak level, and the misunderstanding is based only on falsehood and fake information which is being spread, and this is we consider this to be one of the same type of a fake and false information being meted out to our people or to the nation or to the world at large. Now I also request you people to kindly look into this Honorable Seer's past. He had also in 2014 he had made a statement that by 2022 India will be declared as a Hindu Rashtra. I don't have anything much to say. Then he had several times made claims for reinstating the caste system in the Indian Constitution. He has always been against gender equality, and he wants all the females gender to be as a second-class citizens. So these are his past, which have always been controversial. And then when he ascended to the post of 145th seer, it's already enshrouded with conspiracies, and these allegations have been made by his own people. We don't say anything things, but these are the facts which have come out in the media, which has come out in the social medias as well, which I'm just presenting it to you. And I'm just reviving your memory at this moment that these are the statements, this was the sequence of his statements which had come in the future. So Christian community at present feels no reason to respond to any of his statements, and we don't consider it to be of any factual consequence. Now I come to some other facts of his statement, and there is no strength of any evidence in his statement. He claims that Christ for 10 years he was in India. Okay. That is his claim, that for 10 years Christ was in India, and he is a Sanatani. Sanatani means which was and ever shall be, and that pertains to the Hindu religion. So the question, the controversy being raised here that Christ is a Hindu, I find it a bit funny. So we don't have to comment on that. But then coming to the facts that for 10 years Christ was in India, what sort of evidence or facts or historical engravings or historical writings or anything he has which support his claim that Christ was in India for 10 years? Then he also goes to the extent of saying that for 3 years Christ was in the Jagannath Puri temple. Now, what we know and whatever I am claiming, this is the claims of the Christian of the whole Christian community worldwide, and that's very crystal clear that Christ had come to this world 2022 years ago. He started his preaching work at the age of 30, and he ascended to heaven through the path of cross at the age of 33. So he preached only for a period of 3 years. Till he reached the age of 30 years, he assisted his father, who was a carpenter, in all the household activities. There is a redemption in the Bible that's very clear, which says that somebody had come to him for help and asked for some assistance, which he had clearly refused, that my time has not come. So now this is a recorded fact that Christ started his work only at the age of 30, and he ascended to the heaven at the age of 33 years. Then second historical fact is Palestine, that one, now today's Israel. Christ from Jerusalem, he always worked in an area of around 35 kilometers. This many historians have already established it. So Christ never walked out of 35 kilometers of that area. So his question of coming to India is totally baseless. It's not supported by any facts. So we totally reject such claims. Then here the Honorable Seer has been telling that Christ established Christianity, or he started spreading Christianity. My dear friends, all my viewers, please note this very carefully, that Christianity was established 300 years after Christ's ascension to heaven. And Christ always preached of a second kingdom. He preached of humanity. He asked of, and so many things I don't have to mention again and again. But the main basic point here was that he preached in favor of humanity. Oppression, he opposed oppression, then he opposed untouchability, and he treated every human being as equal. These were the only highlights of his working. And the world after death is a second part, so I don't go into all that. But this is all he preached in those 3 years, and he worked for the upliftment of the poor. This was the history of Christ. And Christianity was born 300 years. So making a claim that Christ preached Christianity is totally false. Christ was not a Hindu. He was not a Christian. He was a Jew. He was born into a Jew community. He practiced Jew community till 30 years of age. And when he felt the oppression of the Jews at that time, then he stood up against the oppression. This is the history on the religious side of his working over here. So claiming that Christ was a Hindu is totally false. The history knows that he was a Jew. And again and again, people are making some sort of allegation that Christianity came here and Christ came here and all that. Only recorded history has it that Saint Thomas, he came to India, he went to Kerala, and from Kerala he started preaching the good word of God. Whatever Christ has taught him, he started preaching there, and whole kingdoms started following him. It's all recorded history that kings ordered them to stop to adopt to this whatever he is preaching. And then we have got some historical facts that Saint Thomas went up to the Indus civilization and he could not cross the Indus River. That is all we know about Saint Thomas. And then making so many other claims, they totally come under the category of falsehood. So Christianity came to India via Saint Thomas. First thing, his preaching came to India via Saint Thomas. Christianity came into being after 3 years of Christ's death. So to the Honorable Seer, I have to say that Christ was a Jew. He practiced and preached in Jerusalem. He never ventured out of this country, and all the claims made by him are totally baseless. Let's be more logical. Let's try to bring the nations and the communities together instead of making such claims where two communities start standing against each other. And I will just pray to Seer Sahib, to the Jagat Guru, that he should use his exalted position for working towards the humankind, towards spreading love. And this is the things all I have to say about Christ preached love. Let this Honorable Seer also preach love. Thank you all for watching, and I'm grateful. This is Chhattisgarh Christian Forum, and I'm Arun Pannalal speaking to you. Thank you so much.